Athlete Howard Shu is representing the United States in badminton, and I asked him how he got started and his journey to the games.
I actually picked up the racket at the age of 8, and I'm currently 25, so I've been playing 17 years, and all of it is for this moment. It's been a dream since I was young, and to be able to say that I'm going to represent the United States Olympic team, it's absolutely a dream come true for me.
At what point did you decide or realize that you wanted to participate in the Olympics, and what did it take to get there? Talk to us about the road you took, the support you needed from your family and friends.
I mean, for me, I grew up playing a lot of sports. I played a little bit of basketball, soccer, baseball when I was young. And around 9 or 10, that's when I kind of picked up badminton more seriously. I started to see kids my age playing, and that's when I started to take more lessons and be more competitive around it. And by the time I got to high school and college, that was when I started competing internationally. And by that time, I kind of knew I had a shot at the Olympics. But when I was still in university, it was tough because I was a full-time student. I was training full-time, and to be able to juggle both, that was probably the hardest time for me. And so part of the reason I missed London actually when I was competing in 2012 was probably because I wasn't going 100%. And so I knew for this next quad for coming up for 2016, I had to give it everything. And so for me, after I graduated from UCLA, I moved overseas to train in Asia. And for me, this road to Rio was definitely a long one. In the last 12 months for Olympic qualifying, I think I did almost 30 countries. So 30 countries in 12 months. And so for me, it was definitely a long road to qualify. Well,
Howard, tell us about your sport, badminton. What is the biggest misconception about it, would you say?
So badminton, I think the biggest misconception is that it's a backyard sport. A lot of people think that it's a sport that you kind of just play in the backyard or at the beach, and just have a beer while you're playing outdoors. And so that's the biggest misconception. Our sport, when it's played competitively, it's actually all indoors, so it's inside of a controlled environment. And it's actually the fastest racket sport, and that's the one thing that a lot of people don't know. And I think the world record for the shuttle off impact of the racket, I think it was recently clocked at about 306 miles an hour off impact.
Wow. You've probably heard all the reports leading up to the games, security concerns in Rio, pollution in the water, facilities not being ready. Are you concerned or worried at all about being in Rio?
I mean, like I said, in the last 12 months, I've done almost 30 countries. And so for me, I've been to countless places, in more dangerous countries. And so for me as an athlete, I think going in, I just focus on my preparation and really just visualize what I have to do down there. And for us, the rest of it's taken care of. The USOC, the U.S. Olympic Committee, really is putting in overtime work to really keep us up to date and give us all the precautions that we need to take when we're down there. And so for me, I'm not worried about any of it, and I'm just going to go down there and handle business.
And finally, what would you say to young kids who are out there watching you, who are dreaming of going to the Olympics one day? What advice would you have for them?
I think the main piece of advice is to just have faith in the process. Nothing comes overnight. For me, it was really tough also to really get through a lot of the tough times, and obviously 17 years in the making. So patience is key, have faith, and dreams really do come true.